everyone. I had planned to actually do an unboxing video of my new Chic Sparrow, but by the time it actually arrived from America and I got a slip because I'd missed delivery yesterday, by the time I picked it up from the post office, I was so excited that I just ripped open the package and my best laid plans to do an unboxing kind of went out the window. So I've just set this up very quickly. There will be some changes, obviously. I'm still waiting on a few things to come, but I just thought I would show you. I was after a Chic Sparrow for quite some time. I just couldn't pick which leather I wanted. All her leathers are so lovely. I didn't want anything too stiff and I didn't want anything too floppy, but I was after something with a bit of texture, and when I saw the Pemberley leather, I just fell in love. It is quite pebbled normally, but you can request when you order, your choice of leather. And I requested one with a little bit less pebbling, and this has arrived and it's just beautiful. So it's just enough texture really. So this is the A6 Deluxe Pemberley in Aubergine. I really can't capture the quality. It's a lot darker purple than it's showing up here. I chose the Deluxe over the Classic. The Classic's fairly basic. The Deluxe had the stitching and it has pockets and also the pen loop. So I figured if I was going to spend the money on a Chic Sparrow, I'd go for something with all the bells and whistles. So I'll just give you a quick look at this one. So this is the A6 size. So on the side here, I just have a little cat charm. These are actually Thomas Sabo charms and a little crystal. I also have a little coffee cup coming, coffee and cats, and I'm in my happy place. So I'll just give you a quick flip through. I do have to say that I do love the Planner Society kits. I've put off subscribing quite a few times, but the amount of videos I've seen, with setups using the Planner Society, I'm kind of a little bit over it. So I've used a sort of a combination of things in here. So I will show you what I've done. So these are the pockets on the inside. I didn't want to sort of fill them too much, so I've just used some complementing cardstock and one of my favorite bow paper clips. So the first divider, I actually bought these reusable dashboards from So Planner Crafting on Etsy. She's in Australia. The sticky notes I just keep at the front to write quick notes on if I've got to pick up something from work, after work. These came from the 1407 planners. The initial, I did believe that people said they were at Spotlight. I'm 2 hours from my nearest Spotlight store, but I was in one last week and I got so excited when I saw the initials, and of course they had run out of my initial. So I ended up finding this just by chance at Lincraft. So so the insert paper here is from the Prima collection, the Rose Quartz collection. It's gorgeous. It's got rose gold foiling on it. And then I just have a journal card in here. It says, everyone should know that I'm fabulous, awesome, and totally perfect. So I thought that was a bit of a laugh, but beautiful at the same time. So I popped that in there. Then I have this gorgeous piece of vellum. This came from Isabel the Owl in the UK. So I've used some of her TN kit in here rather than the Planner Society. And I've popped one of her labels on the front here. So these inserts are from Blue Gum Lane. She's in Australia. These are gorgeous because you have the month at the front, and your weeks are kind of already decorated, and there's a notes section, and then you get a couple of pages of notes at the back as well. So I've got a couple of months in there. I'm not actually starting the calendar section until next month. I've also popped another pen loop on here. So this is my ballpoint pen. I bought this at Typo last week, and it's quite a fine point black pen, which is lovely. The finer the better. So the next dashboard, this paper, I can't remember what collection this came from. It's got the rose gold dots on the back. I bought a heap of cardstock from scrapbook.com in the US. This lovely journal card, give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. That's from the Isabel the Owl kit as well. And then I have a piece of vellum here that I purchased at the Reject Shop from memory. And then I have a lovely piece of acetate that also came in the Isabelle the Owl kit. Now these inserts, I've just embellished the front. These are from the 1407 planners. So I just have basically my lists in here. Then I have my online purchase section. This little clip came complimentary with the 1407 inserts that I received. So I just have my online purchases here. I just keep my Etsy codes in here as well. That just helps me keep track. And that's the back of the acetate and the back of the dashboard. I must say too that this gorgeous, if I can get it, Today bookmark and this little cat one came from Flutterby Planners on Etsy. She has some beautiful things in her store. This paper is also from the Rose Quartz Prima collection. This is just beautiful. And then I used a insert, I think it's a Webster's Pages scrapbooking insert, and this was actually in my personal ring bound planner previously, so I've trimmed it down and put some cardstock in here. And I bought one of the HP sprockets, so I've printed out a photo of my baby girl and my little boy. And then this is my to-do list, and then this section is my finance section. And I had actually run out of jump bands, but today I just bought some of these from Kmart. I think it was $4, and they're silicone bands, and these ones fit the A6 size really well, so I've used them. And this is the back of the photo thing. That's just my daughter and I, and my son and I. And on the last band here, I have this laminated diviner. This is also from Isabelle the Owl. And another sheet of her super pretty vellum. And then I have a piece of acetate. And then I have one of these little zip pockets. So I have one of my favourite journal cards here. I've just embellished with some of the die cuts from Isabelle the Owl. And in the back I just have a few of my functional stickers. And then I have some more photos, my daughter and I, my daughter at her graduation with myself and my mum, and my partner and I. And then on the back I've popped a Heidi Swap receipt pocket with some business cards in there. And that's the back of the vellum. And then I've popped my Lamy rollerball pen in here. And then this is actually, I bought this in a D-stash last week. It's a little pocket from the Planner Society, and I've just kept the Chic Sparrow card and their little thank you card with a lovely little saying in it. So I've just kept that in the back pocket for now. So yeah, that's basically my setup. I will be changing it a little bit. Gosh, I just can't get this in the film. Yeah, so that's going to be sort of my everyday carry. I also have a A6 custom from Rustic Wren on Etsy. And so that should be coming the next day or so. I have seen a preview, so if I don't get too excited and rip open that package, I will try and do a unboxing of that, but don't hold me to it because my patience, well, I don't have any basically. So anyway, that's the Chic Sparrow. I have to say that the quality is amazing, the finish is amazing, the smell of the leather is even better. And I do love this textured finish, and it's quite pliable, but it's not floppy either. So there you go, guys. Just a quick flip through for you. Thanks.